Once upon a time, there was a sweet little girl who was loved by everyone, especially her grandmother. Her grandmother gave her a red velvet cap that looked so good on her that she wore it all the time, and that's why everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood superscript 1 superscript 2. One day, her mother asked her to take a piece of cake and a bottle of wine to her sick grandmother who lived in a house in the woods. Little Red Riding Hood promised to be careful and set off on her journey. On her way, she met a wolf who seemed friendly, but actually had bad intentions. The wolf tricked Little Red Riding Hood by asking her where her grandmother lived, and she naively told him superscript 1 superscript 2. The wolf ran ahead to the grandmother's house, ate her, and disguised himself as her. When Little Red Riding Hood arrived, she noticed something was off, but the wolf's clever disguise fooled her. She said, "Grandmother, what big ears you have." The wolf replied, "All the better to hear you with." She continued, "Grandmother, what big eyes you have." The wolf said, "All the better to see you with." This went on until Little Red Riding Hood said, "Grandmother, what a big mouth you have." The wolf shouted, "All the better to eat you with," and swallowed her whole superscript 1 superscript 2. Luckily, a huntsman was passing by and heard the wolf snoring loudly. He realized something was wrong and cut open the wolf's belly with scissors. Out jumped Little Red Riding Hood, saying, how dark and scary it was inside the wolf. The grandmother also came out, weak but alive. They filled the wolf's belly with heavy stones, and when he woke up, he fell down and died superscript 1 superscript 2. Little Red Riding Hood learned a valuable lesson that day: always listen to her mother's advice and never stray from the path. She promised herself that she would never make the same mistake again. From then on, she was safe and careful, and she and her grandmother lived happily ever after superscript 1 superscript 2.